Welcome back live here in Orlando, Florida for the MLG National Championships Triggers Down and Classic in your first matchup.
That's right, Farouk. We have our number 1 facing off against the number 5 seed. That's right, Classic is in blue. But first off, we got to take a look at our number 1 team, the team that has won 3 events so far this year, and they're looking for their first national championships. That's Triggers Down, and they're featuring team captain SK. You saw him in the interview. Hysteria, one of the best players in the league, is at the top of his game. Pistola and Hines. You know Pistola, he's the 3-time MVP, and Hines, probably the best support player we've seen this season.
I'd say so, and I can't believe you forgot Pistola's hair. I mean, Hines and Pistola have run around this entire season and just absolutely destroyed teams, especially on maps like AMP and Onslaught.
You know, the small maps are their keys, but check out Pistola here in some of these highlights. You are seeing one of the best snipers on the circuit, but they can do it all. They use the battle rifles, the sniper rifles, but overall, Triggers Down is so good because of their teamwork and their communication, Scott. And not only that, it's the fact that they contain their calm, they keep their cool, and they're always collected in their match, no matter who their opponent is.
And you know, the player I'm looking for at this national championship, Chris, isn't Pistola, it's Hysteria. SK was telling me that Hysteria was playing out of his mind at the LAN, and he's expecting him to have the best tournament he's ever had.
And if Hysteria is hot, well, you know, Classic, they might be in trouble. Hysteria was heating things up last night in the All-Star game, but we got to take a look over at the blue team coming up here. There's a few more highlights for you guys. Thank you, Adam Contini, for putting that together. But, Scott, we got to talk about this Classic team. They're the 5th seed, and nobody predicted them to be here.
Yeah, I wanted to predict them, but I couldn't. I mean, you got Soldier, you have Chig and Bestman, who have just been absolutely lights out this entire event. And then you have the best pickup in Ghost Ayame.
You know, final boss passed on Ghost Ayame, and I bet they wish they didn't. He has been doing a great job, especially in that first game against Carbon when they got off to a hot start in that CTF match. Ghost Ayame contributed to all 3 of the captures we saw in that game. And Chig and Bestman, they have just been super solid. And Scott, it's ESPN Saturday night. It's the first matchup here, and what are we going to be looking for? What are going to be the keys?
Well, the key for Triggers Down is to really come out hot here. If they can stop Classic's hot streak, Classic has yet to drop a game. If they can come out and take a game from Classic, that's going to really put a dagger in their heart. But the key for Classic here is to not be intimidated by Triggers Down.
All right, well, let's see how they handle it. It's all coming up right now. Game number 1 is kicking off, and we are starting with my favorite game type to watch. It's capture the flag on the pit. You know how it works. You've been watching it for 2 years. Take 1 flag, take it back to your base, do that 3 times, you win. There's an overshield down low, a rocket in the middle, and of course, each team will be using the sniper rifles to pick off opponents at long range, and we are starting off with the 3-time MVP. I got your Pistola from Triggers Down.
On rocks now, on rocks now. Nice.
All right, so here we go. Pistola burning the overshield to start this one off, and there's the first 4 shots. Well, you might as well make them all headshots as he takes down Soldier 187. 3 down to start the game here for Classic. Not a great way to start against the number 1 team in the league.
And you know that Triggers Down's opening strat really worked out right there. They didn't push, they didn't try to force for the overshield. Pistola baited it and then ended up burning it and then just out-BRing Soldier, which he couldn't ask for a better situation.
And there you see Pistola picking up his 2nd kill. He's going to be taken down, and I'm going to jump on board with this sniper for Triggers Down. It's the player you said we need to be watching out for this weekend. It's Hysteria.
Camo and green.
I'm going green. That's camo. Let's go.
Who's watching sword?
2 went through camo. 2 guys go there.
They rushed through. They went through needles.
On bridge.
So Hysteria pulling out the sniper rifle, spotted 2 players coming through his needles. He's going to be taken down. Meanwhile, his teammate Hines flanked through the green box, came all the way back behind the Classic team and picked off a player. And now he's going after Bestman, who is holding that sniper rifle for Classic. Hines versus Ghost Ayame, and Ghost Ayame's going to win it. We're going to jump on board with the Classic squad.
2 dead. SK's 1 shot. I got him. Nice. Watch more.
Ghost Ayame, they're moving in here on the Triggers Down base. Soldier 187 is going to pull the flag. Bestman is sitting in sword with the sniper rifle. He's going to provide cover, and Chig is going to catch the flag being tossed up to him there on the green box. A slight fumble by Soldier, but they're able to convert this flag. They're pulling it through the the long haul, and we have Chig running the flag all the way back at his plat. I'm looking over here at Triggers Down, and no one's in position to stop Chig, and he's going to put in the first flag. It's going to Classic.
And quickly go back to Gosayami because he played that perfectly, Chris. Instead of going cuts, he stayed at the base, he waited at the Mar, blocked those spawns, and they forgot all about him, and now he's running the second flag. That's the perfect way to do that. You don't worry about kills. Your teammates are there for that. You want to get that second cap and keep control.
And Gosayami's going to be taken down, but Soldier is right there to pick it up. We have 2 flags in 2 minutes. Oh, no, we do not. It is stopped by Pistol. He's got the overshield, he's got the sniper, and he just went clutch. Let's see if someone from Classic can get in there. Right now, Best Man is making his way through the cuts. And he's taken down. Last one alive here for Classic is Soldier. This could be a counter cap opportunity here for Triggers Down. And it looks like the flag is going to go back for Triggers Down, and they're going to convert this counter cap as no one is in position to stop Hines. Triggers Down is about to be on the board. It's all tied up 1-1.
Pistola definitely set the mood right there, Chris. He just gave them a lot of momentum by stopping that flag.
And how is that when it comes to momentum? Speaking of that, how does that affect Team Classic? They thought they just had 2 caps, now they're all tied up.
I don't think they're worried about it too much. I think they're considering it being more lucky because that's how Gosayami always played with us. He always considered every time something happened to be lucky. So he's just trying to keep his teammates' heads in the game.
All right, well, here's Ghost going up against SK and Hines. He's going to get double teamed now. Hines moving in for the Rockets. And Hines always seems to have the Rockets when we're watching the pit, Scott.
And he doesn't get hit by nades. His routes he takes are just unpredictable, and it really catches teams off guard.
And we'll see how he decides to play this right now. He has 2 players looking at him in the green box. Soldier is directly below him right now, and Gosayami is right behind him as well. There they both are. Both were hurt, and he's going for the triple. Wow. There it is. Almost getting the overkill, missing the sticky, but that is going to open up a huge opportunity for Triggers Down now to move in on the Classic base. As you see, I Got Your Pistol leading the way with the grenades, and now he's picking up Hines' rockets.
And Hysteria's on the train with the sniper. This is the perfect setup for Triggers Down right now.
Best Man beasting it inside of his own base, playing defense. He was the one that stopped Hines, and now he just stopped Pistola. That is going to put an end to Triggers Down's charge. Best Man coming up clutch once again for Classic. Best Man taking down Hines, finding the sniper rifle. Only 4 minutes off the clock. Remember, it's the first team to score 3 times here on the pit, and we're playing a best-of-5 series, so the first team to win 3 games will advance to our championship winners bracket finals tomorrow.
My camo needle pit. Wall sheet. Another wall sheet. Another
It looks like Classic is pushing strong here from the training side, Scott.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting strat from Classic. Normally, at the beginning of the game, you saw him push green and empty, but I guess they decided to switch and kind of use the overshield against them because they knew the overshield was going to go towards green and make a push through that way, so they just tried to flip the map on them.
And one by one, they were all picked off except for Gosayami. He ran back to his side of the map. We're jumping on board with I Got Your Pistol. He doesn't seem to let go of the forward button so far in this game.
Let's come on.
Pistol and Hysteria double teaming as Hysteria picks up his triple kill. So we've already seen a triple kill out of Hines. Hysteria gets one. We're going to stay on board with Pistol to see how he covers Hysteria as Hysteria runs his flag through the needles. Hines just picked up a sniper rifle. He's going to try and come and help the green box. Hysteria is going to be stopped with the flag, and we're going to jump on board with Gosayami from Classic. He's making a strong push through the needles.
Pistol is the needle pit. Pistol is the needle pit. We got it. He's on the flag, going for the flag. SK's one shot, going empty. SK's one shot. Another one on the flag. Nice. In their pit.
And as Classic pushes through, they are being picked off again. Chig is the only one able to survive. He's able to pick up a kill on Pistol before getting out of there, and he's going to have to drop back to his training, wait for his teammates to help push one more time from that training side of the map.
But the Triggers Down squad has 2 snipers, and that's what you don't want to have. Triggers Down have 2 snipers.
And it looks like Classic is trying to line up right now to get those rockets that's coming up in about 7 seconds here.
You see Best Man pushing through the green box. Gosayami was waiting for those rockets like you said, Farouk, but he decides to give up on them and push for the flag instead. Scott, what do you think about this play?
I think it's the best play he could do right there. We saw Ghost do this earlier, and he got away with it because Triggers Down forgot about it. Most people, when you jump on their the other team's plat, they go for the instant pull. Ghost plays it slow, waits in the mauler, waits around the mauler, and just waits for them to overextend, maybe go for the overshield, and then he pulls the cap when they're out of position.
And you saw Gosayami getting 2 quick shots on SK before SK even saw him. That is just showing that there's great communication going on the Classic side of the stage right now. This team is really talking. You see all 4 of their mouths moving constantly. The only one not talking is the coach. He just seems to be happy just calling out the power weapons. And best man's going to be taken now. We're going to jump back on board with Triggers Down. It looks like they're coordinating a push right now, led by SK.
All right, hang on. Oh, there's 2 of their needles right. Or 1 needles and 1 was their flag.
They're green out, shoulder.
2 of their green. Hold on. Our camo. Flag might be one. Flag guy. Let's go back.
Other two are starting. We have to
Keep going. RB
our training.
Camo, low shields, shake.
Our training.
RBR, someone behind me. You're sorry. Our flag.
We have this fight. We need kills, guys. We need kills.
Camo, low shields. Come on, your last one. Green is spotted. In our pit. Right next to the pit. In our pit in green.
Hines was the last one alive there for Triggers Down. He's going to get stopped, and check this out, Scott. Best man pulled the flag for Classic. He made the jump to the middle, and now he's running it long haul as his teammates are going to protect that flag. It looks like it's going to return, and Classic is going to create the counter cap here. It's 2-1. Classic takes the lead once again.
And the best thing about that is they were able to kill Hysteria, who overextended, and Pistola, and no one has map control right now, so it's a fair game for the middle.
One of the important things in map control is definitely going after the OS. Chig had it last time. It's about 10 seconds till that OS comes up again.
All right, we'll take a look at this right now. It doesn't look like any member from Triggers Down is even looking at it. Meanwhile, Soldier 187 is going to pick it up. We're going to stay on board with Classic, and let's listen in to see how they coordinate their third and final attack. Remember, Classic just needs one more cap, and they, of course, need to shut down SK, who's running their flag.
Inside green and then the flag. On the green. One shot on the flag. One on the flag from training. Yeah, training right now. The flag. Training the flag.
One needle. Let's one needle. One shot on flag.
One shot. No, that's one. Where?
That's two. That's one.
Go for flag. Go flag.
That's one shot.
Nice. I need it up there. Flag color. Flag. One more again. SK 2 shots. SK 2 shots. Go turn. One shot.
BR one shot. Cut, starting. Charging cuts. Starting cuts. Hip back.
Push back. Stay up.
Bring back. BR. One shot green.
One shot green. He's out. That's Rocket. Our training also. Our training. One shot on Hines. 2 shots on Hines. Stay
And Classic is just getting spawn slaughtered here. I was switching to every single player coming off the respawn, and they were taken out within 5 seconds of coming alive. And now we're jumping on board with Triggers Down. They look angry, Scott.
I'm surprised Hysteria didn't go for the flag pull right there. Even though he had rockets, yes, but he was in a position where he could pull the flag initially.
And here we got SK pushing from the training. Hines, the only one alive here for Triggers Down. He's going to sit back, wait for his teammates to spawn, and now we're going to jump on board with Hysteria once again.
August 41. We have to get and our training.
Both teams really just going back and forth, neither able to establish map control for much time. And we've seen a couple of the flags here coming off of counter cap opportunities, one from Triggers Down, one from Classic. And now, Farouk, it looks like both teams are really trying to go after this new overshield that's going to be coming up here soon, right?
Yeah, should be coming up right now. So Siama is looking at it. Just waiting for the shield to refresh.
And we're going to jump on board with Best Man from Classic, as he is going to be the one who picks it up. Ghostiami is going to push out on training to make sure no one is coming after Best Man. And it looks like they're going to send in Best Man for the flag. And he had some awesome flag tosses earlier to get it to the middle of the map. Let's see if he can pull off the perfect flag tosses once again.
I like how Classic pushes on the sword side of the map now. They use the overshield and then they take the charge from that. By doing that, then the Triggers Down squad will spawn Mauler, then they can kill Mauler, pull the flag, and then they'll end up spawning Courtyard. So in reality, sword side now is pretty beneficial.
So really what they're doing is just adding that one extra spawn cycle in there, and then they're able to maintain map control and do the same strategy we've seen all season long from the rest of the teams. Lock down Needles, lock down Mauler, run it long haul. Right now we're watching, though, as Classic is going to be pushed back yet again here from Triggers Down. And really, we haven't seen too much sniping other than that double kill from Soldier 187 earlier, but he's got to look out because Hysteria just picked one up there in the sword. Soldier, being the last member alive, goes to the Triggers Down side of the map and then comes behind them on a flank. Meanwhile, Triggers Down is setting up for a flag cap here as SK is going to pull the flag. They have Hysteria still sniping from the training, and Hines is there on the plat. Pistol, he's just coming off the respawn, and he'll be coming through green box as soon as possible. And here we go, Triggers down, trying to tie up the score, 2-2. SK getting hit by grenades coming from Chig as he stops the flag. We're jumping on board with Chig and friends as they're pushing from the training side. And Hysteria is going to keep this flag alive for at least 15 more seconds as he tosses it down low. And now with no shields, he's able to keep it alive. Pistola, the only one alive here for Triggers down. They have to be careful of a counter cap though, Scott. Yeah, definitely. Pistola can't overextend right now. If he's in a position where he can grab it, luckily Hines grabbed it. Now Pistola just needs to slay a little bit or just get ballsy and go and put in the cap. And while Pistola puts that in, Soldier 187 is gonna grab the flag and get it all the way through the green box. This could be the third flag, even though they scored one there for Triggers down. Classic is in a threatening position right here, and Chig has the rockets and the flag moving. And we're watching Best Man with the overshield, but I'm switching over to Chig, and they're gonna put in the third flag. Classic takes game one.
And you see the stats right here coming up. Chris, tell me what you see.
I see nothing but positives on the Classic side of things. 30 assists dropped by Chig, and you saw that clutch flag stop late in the game. And then, of course, he put in that final flag. Classic remains undefeated. They have not dropped a game so far in this tournament. And things are not looking well for Triggers down. But, hey, they always drop game one, their first series of a tournament.
And there you go, checking out the score right now. Classic 1. Triggers down 0 as we're getting ready to gear up for game number 2 of this winner's bracket round 3 matchup.
And here we go, guys. It looks like we're going to get right into game number 2. We're going to a Team Slayer game. You know how it works. It's the first team to 50 kills. We're playing on Narrows. Lots of awesome plays here last night from the Triggers down guys on this map here in the All-Star game. We're going to see who gets the sniper for them. There's 2 snipers, 1 rocket in the middle, and they got to be looking out for that man there. That's Chig in your bottom left. We're going to be jumping on board with Soldier 187 to start this one off, and check out his grenades to open up this game, Scott. So you see 3 grenades is going to be thrown by Soldier 187. He's going to lead the push top middle. And Scott, how important is it to establish map control right away in a Team Slayer game here on Narrows?
Well, it's absolutely huge, Chris. Not to take your word or anything, but by taking top control right away, it leaves the person on the other team who grabs the sniper alone. And he can't do anything but go retreat into the lobby or try to stay low. And by doing that, that person's taken out and then you can overwhelm them.
And another thing to note here, gentlemen, I mean, Classic's really got an advantage to take a 2-0 lead here because this is actually Triggers down one of their weaker maps. They don't like Narrows, more importantly Narrows CTF, but they don't like Narrows generally.
Which is surprising because they have some of the best snipers on the circuit, and one of those guys is Hysteria, who you just saw connect with Best Man's face on that shot. Triggers down looking to tie up this series, and they are playing aggressive. Hysteria is not missing.
There you go, Scott, right there. SK saying Hysteria was going to play, and he's been playing nasty in lands, and he's doing it right now on this game type.
And he is finally going to be taken down. Meanwhile, Hines was able to steal the rockets from the Classic guys, and now he's pushing hard on L2. He's got to look out, though. He's got a soldier in his back. And now Pistola is the first one coming off the respawns here for Triggers down. It's 13-10. This one's going to be a very fast-paced game. But, guys, we're going to listen in with this TD squad. Let's see how they recover from that initial Game 1 loss.
I got. I'm looking over. R2, 1 hit. Nice. Top left. Top left, 2. One shot. I'm low. I'm at their base. I'm shot. That's 2 shots of man lobby. R3, 2 guys. 2 guys R3. R3 and L3. Another guy R3. L3 Best Man. Hold on. Fit in L3. Stay there. 4 there. Stay alive. Up top. Wait for Richie. All right, L1, L2. Nice. 2 down. L3. R2 weak. Keep running. 3 down. Back cannon into lobby. Cannon into lobby. Spawning there. They're in their lobby already. All right. I'm low shields. Go top 8. I'm low shields. L3. Left box. Left back. I'm on the flag. Flag, 1 shot. Ghost, 1 shot to flag. Soldiers weak in their lobby. Soldiers 1 shot. R3. 1 shot behind you, Jacob. L3, 1 shot. Oh, it's all right. Don't worry about it. That guy's when you spawn. Guess when you spawn. Right. Lobby. Another one weak behind me. Lobby. Keep talking. Dude. They have the sniper ready. It's our lobby. You guys in the lobby. No, baby. 3-1 hit. What's wrong? Chig. He's still here. Another one next to him. Back
Scott, and we got to come back in after that play from SK. Just a few minutes ago, it was 12-10. Now we're seeing an 11-kill lead here from Triggers Down. What happened?
Basically, Triggers Down used L1 or L2 and R2 and bait and switched about that, and Hysteria was able to sit top middle with that sniper and lay down cover fire. SK's route that he just took right there by jumping over made Classic completely confused, and by doing that, he was able to get 2 kills.
And now we're seeing as Hysteria is picking up that sniper again, still holding on to about a 9-kill lead here as Triggers Down, but Hysteria is wisely going to back up because all of Classic is pushing in aggressively. Chig versus Hysteria, and Chig misses his shot. Hysteria makes him pay. That's at least 3 I've seen so far connected with the headshots with the sniper. Meanwhile, SK and Hines, they're going to be pushing here with the battle rifles, laying down some awesome support here for Hysteria to work behind.
Triggers Down in Classic. This is their 3rd meeting this season. The first 2 times were in Anaheim and Columbus, and already Triggers Down have given up as many games as they gave up to them in the last 2 series.
Hysteria is fighting for a while there. He's finally going to be taken down. We're going to jump on board with a member of Classic. Let's see what Chig's doing here. He's trying to rally the troops. They're down by 9 with just 10 kills to go here for TD.
Behind us, maybe. R3.
Nice grenade from Chig is going to take down SK. Now he's going to push up to R2. They're going to call out Pistola down at the sniper. You see Chig putting a shot on him, and they have to be looking out for Pistola because he will get behind you and he will make you pay.
Ghost. 2 behind top mid now. L2 again. Both those back top mid.
And there is Pistola coming up big, taking out Ghost Ayami, picking up the double and staying alive top middle, and now all of Classic is going to focus on him while the rest of his teammates push up from behind. 4 more kills here for TD. Looking strong in a team slayer, Scott.
Definitely look strong in this, Chris. I'm impressed with the way their communication is. They use their communication in their favor in their bait and switch. They just say, hey, I'm weak, just come out. And sure enough, Hysteria is just throwing himself out there, and he has the sniper, so they have to shoot at him.
And here we go, just 2 more kills for Triggers Down. Pistola wants the double, and it's stolen by SK.
That's it, baby. That's fucking it. Next game.
And we're back right now checking out the stats from game number 2, Triggers Down Classic.
You saw SK laying down 15 assists while the rest of his teammates going hugely positive. Hines especially dropping the +8 and the +7 from Hysteria, including some amazing sniper shots there. Now it's all tied up 1-1, guys, here, and it looks like Soldier 187, he's going to try and rally the troops during the break. He went even that game.
All right, and rally the troops during the break. Both teams all tied up 1-1. Triggers Down in Classic. We got game number 3 when we return.